Does this sound familiar? You start to make a little extra money, but for some reason, you still struggle to pay all your bills. You thought that once you reached a financial goal, your money worries would go away. But now you feel like you're trapped on a treadmill where there's no escape. If this sounds familiar, then you might be experiencing a concept that's called lifestyle creep. So in this video, I will talk about why lifestyle creep happens, and then give 7 simple habits to avoid the temptation of this mindset. Now be sure to watch this whole video to the end, because I will provide a few free resources you can use to take action on this video that will improve your financial situation. And finally, if you enjoy the content of this video, then please help us out by taking a few seconds to hit the like button. Let's get to it. What is lifestyle creep? Lifestyle creep is a mindset where you increase your spending whenever your income rises or your bills decrease. And as you spend more, what were former luxuries are now considered to be necessities. Lifestyle creep can be a major issue for many people because they never put enough money away to save for the future and build a nest egg. Instead, people with this mindset often waste money on things they don't actually need. So how do you know if you're experiencing lifestyle creep? Well, here are 5 questions to ask yourself. 1. When looking at my finances, do I frequently spend money on unnecessary gadget upgrades, data plans, and subscriptions that I don't use? 2. Am I eating out more, drinking fancy coffee, and buying more clothes? 3. Do I find that things I once wanted are now considered to be things that are now necessities? 4. Do I own a public storage unit for all my extra stuff? 5. Am I still following my financial goals where I'm budgeting and putting money into long-term investments? If any of these questions sound familiar, then you're probably experiencing some form of lifestyle creep. So let's talk about 7 strategies you can use to avoid or overcome this mindset. Number 1. Focus on needs instead of wants. It's easy to justify some wants as needs. Sure, you need to have clothes, but do you absolutely need that designer shirt that costs as much as your cable bill? And speaking of which, do you need to spend $217 on a cable bill, which is the average amount that an American household spends? And yes, while you need food, do you really need that filet mignon with the side of lobster? Or is that something you're just craving? There are 4 things that everybody needs to survive: shelter, food and water, basic health care, and appropriate clothing. Anything beyond these things is a want. Now that doesn't mean you should only buy what you absolutely need all of the time. It's fine to occasionally splurge on fun things. But whenever you make a purchase, take a few seconds to ask yourself how this purchase will add value to your life. One strategy that can help is to apply the 72-hour rule. This is where you don't buy anything, except for necessities, for at least 72 hours after you initially consider buying it. If you'd like to learn more about this strategy, then we'll link to an article that explains more about this concept. Number 2. Create financial goals. Another way to avoid lifestyle creep is to create a few specific financial goals that will keep you motivated enough to resist this mindset. For instance, you should set goals for budgeting, putting money into investments, and saving for long-term purchases, like a home or that next car. Further, keep these nearby where you can refer back to them often and track your progress. It's important to set these goals in stone. Make these a priority in your life and adapt all your purchasing decisions around these objections. Now, if you'd like to learn the right way to set and achieve goals, then watch our video on SMART goals with 21 examples. Number 3. Pay yourself first, automatically. Whenever you get paid, put some money into a savings or investment account before you spend the rest. You can set up your accounts to do this automatically, so you won't even notice that the amount is missing when a paycheck hits your bank account. And once you get used to your original amount of money being taken out of your paycheck, stretch it a bit farther. You will always thank yourself in the future for saving a bit of money now for important purchases when they come along. Number 4. Choose free rewards for yourself. Maybe you want to catch up on your favorite show, or even give yourself an entire day to binge watch something on TV. Or maybe you want to make cookies for yourself and possibly share them with a friend. Whatever you can do to reward yourself without spending money is a good way to keep motivated and continue setting and reaching your financial goals. Free rewards can often be more satisfying than things you can buy. Offering yourself time to spend with your friends, or even a walk on the beach, can be much more rewarding than a new electronic gadget that will only last a few weeks. Now, if you want additional ideas, then we'll link to an article about 155 ways to reward yourself. Number 5. Start an entertainment fund. Aside from putting money into your savings account each week, you can also put aside a small amount into an account for the fun things in life. If you just put a little bit of money into this fund from every check, it will add up quickly and will be there for those moments when you feel like splurging. Also, it's okay to make gradual changes to your lifestyle and spend a little more on the fun stuff. But don't do it all at once. If you get a raise and there is something you want to add to your lifestyle, such as going to brunch once a week or getting a magazine subscription, go ahead and do that. However, if you have a long list of things you have been wanting to do or buy, take it slow. Start with 1 or 2 things before diving in and spending all of your extra money. Some of the other things can wait until your next raise. Number 6. Avoid social media. In a recent video, we talked about the crabs in a bucket mentality, where the comments and actions from other people can cause us to feel negative about an important goal. Unfortunately, social media provides another way people can bring you down, specifically about what you don't have in your life. It's easy to feel like your life is boring if all you see are pictures of exotic vacations, flashy cars, gourmet food, and expensive trinkets. That's why it's important to keep one thing in mind about social media. Typically, all you're seeing is a carefully curated series of posts that don't reflect someone's actual life. Instead, these posts are specifically designed to sell a certain image. So if you're concerned about lifestyle creep, then do your best to limit your time on social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. Number 7. Stay frugal. Despite our best efforts, we all struggle to stay frugal sometimes. This is especially true when companies try to trick you with advertisements they claim will save you money. For instance, let's say you notice a big sale going on at your favorite store. While you might save 50%, ask yourself if this is an item you would have purchased anyway. Big sales and bargains often lead us to believe that we need things that we don't, or that we're going to miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime deal if we pass it by. The quick solution is to shop for products instead of prices. You can do this in 3 simple steps. 1. Whenever you come across an item that you need, add it to a list of things you need to purchase in the future. 2. Apply the 72-hour rule that we previously discussed to make sure this is an item that you absolutely need. 3. Use discount websites like Camel, Honey, and Rakuten to find the best possible price for that product. Furthermore, if you want to discover additional ways to save money, then be sure to check out our article on the 25 best money-saving apps. The link to this article will be in the description box of this video. Now, if you want to avoid the temptation of lifestyle creep, then I recommend you review this list one more time. Then pick the one idea you think will help you improve your financial situation, and then focus on turning this idea into a daily habit. So with that in mind, let's talk about the free tool that I promised in the introduction in this video. In the description box, we are offering a simple habit tracking template you can print out and use to build new habits. And if you want a simple system for building better financial habits in your life, then click and watch our video on the 9-step process for building a habit that sticks.